Hey guys, before I start with the video, I'm not responsible for any destroyed data at all. You have watched this video in your own free will. You have been warned. If you need a serious / good tutorial, go watch KSK Royal. He's very good at tutorials, like seriously. He was like my first ever tutorial when it came to Linux, and that guy's a goat, greatest of all time. He's amazing at that stuff. This is my first ever tutorial. I'd say I'm teaching you because I do mess up, so I advise skimming through the video before actually doing anything, so that if you think it's worth actually trying to do what I do. But I hope my whole goal is that you get a grasp on how to like dual boot, and if you're really a cool guy, you'd actually follow through these steps. Actually, no, I just want you to grasp a tutorial on how to dual boot, grasp some knowledge on how to dual boot. That's all I ask for. Thank you.
Hey guys, in today's video we're gonna dual boot Arch Linux and Windows 10. It was requested to me on my Discord server. Yeah, it's very awkward when I'm actually talking on a camera. I don't have good camera equipment, so please mind that's vertical and mind how dirty the screen is, if you can see how dirty the screen is. So let's get started with the dual boot. So right now we only have plain Windows on this computer, on this laptop. Let's get in. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click the Windows key. Oh wow, that's actually fast. Okay, then you're gonna type in DismGMT. Okay. Please, mind that. For me, it might take a minute because this laptop's kind of slow on Windows 10. If it's a beast on Windows 7 and 8. Just letting you know that. Alright, it's here. Also, don't worry, I'm not that mad at the laptop showing my face. I'm not really that mad. It's alright. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna okay, look. So you see the NTFS thing here? C, it should say C, right? Disk management, you're gonna right click this. Oh yeah. Shrink volume. You're gonna shrink the heck out of this volume. So you're gonna shrink it. It's gonna query your shrink space. Beeping because this is a hard disk drive, by the way. Alright, so yeah, I can so you're gonna shrink your desired amount. So this is in megabytes, okay? So this will not, okay, so just to let you know, this is not a gigabyte. According to Windows, they use some other system, I forgot what it's called. This is a gigabyte, so you can, if you really want a clean-cut gigabyte, you can multiply that by how much you actually want. So yes, if you want 10 gigabytes in that area, in that way, 1024 times 10, okay? So I'm not gonna do that because I don't really care. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do 258. Okay, so this is how many megabytes I want to shrink. This is equivalent to like, I think 258 gigabytes. Man, yeah, like 1,000 megabytes is a gigabyte. So yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just click shrink. I know I'm a yapper. That's why I really don't record videos like these, because I'm a yapper. Alright, so anyways, it's done. As you can see, we have an unallocated thing. That's it. That's literally all you're gonna do on Windows, okay? So then you're just gonna click X and then go down here. Power. Shut down. Is it shutting down? Oh. Do mind that I'm on my little sister's desk. Okay, so you take your pen drive. The faster, the better. Okay, take your pen drive. I have a SanDisk, 32 gigabyte. The reason why I'm not plugging in right now because this thing. Oh, it's finally done. Okay. So what you're gonna do is just stick it in your laptop. Oh, look at that. So once it's done, you're gonna Google your boot key for your laptop provider. So I have a Dell laptop, and I know it's F12. Lenovo, also F12. HP, F9. If you don't know, try your luck with escape or delete or just Google it. I don't know. Hi again. Okay. So do it and just jab the heck out of your boot key. Okay. USB storage device. Look at that. Look at this. Booyah. Ventoy is scanning files. Oh yeah, this is all my little sister's art, by the way. We're not American. I don't even know why she has this. We're Canadian. But I mean, we Canada and America, they're kind of chill with each other. So I'm sure. I don't want to get her mad. All right. So Ventoy, you don't need to use Ventoy, but I use Ventoy personally. Then just boot into your RHISO. BIOS. If you want EFI, this is not the video for you. Go check KSK Royal. He has good tutorials out there, okay? KSK Royal, he's a goat. He's actually the first person that got me to install Arch Manual. Because I watched his video. Yeah. He's really good at this stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna cut to you guys on my laptop. Cause no, not on my laptop, my desktop. Cause it's gonna be a pain to record this on my phone. I don't have good camera equipment. Look, this is all I got. My hands. I'm just gonna SSH into this laptop on my desktop, and yeah, I'll meet you there on OBS. Hold on. Okay. So one thing I forgot to mention is that if you're on a laptop like me, you're gonna need to connect to the Wi-Fi, right? So to connect to Wi-Fi on an RHISO, you're gonna type in IWCTL. So now you're in this panel or whatever, okay? Whatever you want to call it. So then what you're gonna type in is station WLAN 0, then scan. Okay. Then hold on. If it's alright with you guys, I'm just gonna phone, please. You're an iPhone 14. You can stand. Is this good for you, phone? Alright. Then you're gonna do station WLAN 0. Get networks. I'm gonna have to censor this because it shows my network and shows a bunch of other people's networks, and I'm sure that those other people do not want their network name online. So yeah. Okay, so once you got your thing here, I'm just gonna clean that. It still shows I don't want that. Okay, whatever. It still wants to show. Okay, so you guys can see better. That's why I did that. WLAN 0. Connect. Then your Wi-Fi name. Okay, so passphrase, which means your password. Type in your password. No. Why? Okay, we're in. I don't know what happened there. So then once you're done, just Control D. You're out. Let's check. So we're gonna ping. You can ping. I'm just gonna ping archlinux.org. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's massive. This ping, it's massive. No, we're not a nano. Okay. So, yeah, it works. Yeah. It works. Oh my god. Okay. So now that you're connected to Wi-Fi, I'm gonna meet you on my desktop.
Alright, so now that we're on our desktop, here we are. What we're gonna do is we're gonna like make our partitions, mountain, and everything. So I run lsblk, and so run lsblk, and this is gonna pop up, right? So ignore this, okay? Ignore this, okay? So this is my hard disk drive, because as you can see, this is the biggest one, 465.8 gigs. This is mine. I know that. And this is my pen drive, because it's a 32 gig one, and you know. So this is the Windows partitions. I think this is one of them's boots, the Windows drive itself, and recovery, system recovery. Okay. So once you've located that and everything, also just a quick disclaimer: Do not be scared to use the Arch guide. Don't be scared about this. This is very informative. If I mess up, I personally use this. If I mess up in this tutorial, make sure you check this out. Make sure if I didn't make anything sense. This also makes a lot of sense. If I don't make sense, just check for which part we're on. So right now we're on this part. The Arch guide talks about partitioning the disks with fdisk. I'm not very good at fdisk, so we're gonna use cfdisk. Okay. So yeah, since this is a BIOS with MBR tutorial, if you're on UEFI with GPT, if you didn't see the Arch Linux logo when booting off the bootable USB at first, this tutorial is not for you. Okay. This tutorial is not for you. So this tutorial is the folks on BIOS with MBR. Okay. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna make two partitions, one swap, one root. Okay. So on our beloved Arch ISO, we're gonna do cfdisk /dev/ look for your hard disk drive. If it says something like NVMe0N1P whatever, that's still gonna work. So my hard disk drive is this right here. So I'm dev/sda. Alright, so now they're in this, okay? So down here, we're gonna make two partitions. So first we're gonna make a swap. I'm gonna make a swap partition first. And then I'm gonna make, okay, so actually, never mind. Okay, hold on. So, cause my Windows partition takes up 3 primary partitions, I cannot make more than 4. And if I need 2, right? So I need to make 5, but I can't. So if you have 2 Windows partitions and you could make 2 primary, that's good. If you can't, follow what I do. Okay. Since I have 3, this is what I have to do. Okay. So I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna do new. Click enter. Extended. Go to extended. Boom. Okay. So once you're on extended, sorry for burping. I'm very sorry. Down here, if you heard that, I'm sorry. If you didn't, my bad. So okay, so once we've made our lovely extended partition, yeah, right here, free space. Okay, this is the thing I got. So what you're gonna do here, new, make your swap. How much gigabytes do you want to put in your swap? So I'm gonna put 16 gigabytes to swap. So basically, what swap is, right? Let's say your RAM overloads, like, ooh, too much. I don't have space. Like, let's say you put so much stuff in one pack, it's like packed. And if it needs, and you keep on putting more, and it can't hold that much, it's gonna like, pooh, it's gonna go exploding, whatever, right? So that's what swap comes in. It's like your RAM, but on a hard disk drive. I'm not a good explainer. Okay, I'm sorry. What you're gonna do? I'm just gonna make a 16 gig partition here. Swap. Boom. So what you made is this is gonna be SDA5, our Linux partition, Linux swap. Change this, go to type and change this to this one, Linux swap Solaris. Then down here, just new, enter, SDA6. This is fine. Then, this is our Windows partitions, SDA1 to 3. This is not what we're going to touch. We're only going to be touching 4 to 6. So this is, we're just going to probably be touching these two, but it's alright. So these 3 are the Arch partitions, these 2 specifically. So here, it's all fine now. Don't worry about this free space, okay? Then what you're gonna do is go to write. Quick disclaimer: I am not responsible for anything, any data that has been destroyed. That is a you problem, not a me problem. You're willingly following this. Yeah. By this point, if you write and you lose data, that's your problem because I have disclaimed. Okay. I don't want to get into any legal issues. I'm like a minor. I'm like a minor. So what you gonna do? Then do write, enter. We're gonna type yes. Boom. It's been altered. Quit. Clear. To clear, you can do clear like this, or you can just do Control L. Okay, anything works. Then we're gonna run lsvok again. This is what we've made. Okay, SDA. So 1, 2, 3. This is Windows. I'm not gonna touch this. We're just gonna be touching SDA5 and SDA6. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, okay, is we're gonna make a format them. Okay, so what we're gonna do, type this mkfs.exe4. We're gonna use exe4. If you don't want to use exe4, you're willingly allowed to do anything else. Just make sure this is just exe4, and just exe4. Okay, it works well for me. So when you're gonna type this mpfs.exe4 slash dev slash. So what we're gonna make, this is gonna be for a root partition. So SDA6 is gonna be our root partition, which is 236 gigabytes. This is our partition here. So we're gonna do SDA6. Yours might be different, so make sure you do the correct ones. Okay. Mine is still creating its journal. Sitting here in silence. Alright, it's done. Okay, so we've formatted this one. Now we're gonna make the swap format that one. So mk swap slash dev slash. For me, it's STA5. So that 16 gigs. So yeah, yours might be different. Alright, so now once that's done, we're gonna mount them. So mounts slash dev slash STA6, our root partition, slash mnt, and then swap on slash dev slash SDA5. That's gonna be this one right here. Boom. Okay, so now if we check LSB, okay, it shows that so you can't really mess up anything else, okay, because these are the only things that's mounted so far, unless you messed up your things in CF disk. So don't mind this. This is just like what we've made for this is our extended partition that let us make these two logical ones, kind of like a bypass. So SJ5 is our swap, SJ6 is our MNT. Our root partitions, that's what's mounted. This is all we're gonna be touching, okay? I'm gonna be saying this a lot. I'm a yapper right now, okay? So now what you're gonna do is once that is mounted, let's check with the guide. Once everything is mounted, yay, the install part. This is the fun part, okay? So install your essential packages. So packstrap -k /mnt base Linux firmware. Yeah. You can use whatever kernel you like. Let me show you guys. Hold on. You can use whatever kernel you like. It lists a lot of kernels. What I'm going to be using, performance-wise, is Linux-Zen. I like it. Linux Zen made my computers faster, and I've been doing a lot of slow stuff lately, so I kind of want a break. So Linux Zen is what I'm going to be using. Yeah. If you prefer stability, you don't want, it doesn't update that much. Linux LTS if you want stability. If you just want Linux. If you want performance, Linux Zen or Linux LQX. I'm not sure if you can even download it like that, so I'm just gonna be using Linux Zen. I'm not sure. I've never used Linux Licorice. I think that's what's called, Licorice, whatever. Yeah. So once this is that, we're gonna be installing some other programs. So since my computer uses an Intel processor, I'm gonna type Intel -U code. If you use AMD processors, it's just AMD /-U code. But yeah, Intel. So the next step is, yeah, I was just checking to make sure, is to open ChatGPT and then type, what packages should I packstrap for installing Arch Linux on my Dell? This is my laptop, Inspiron. Inspiron N510. Now just run it. I'll come back to you once this is done. Alright, I'm back. My pack strap has worked, thankfully. Okay. Anyways, now that we have installed our essential packages, we're going to configure the system. Okay, this is fun. I like it. So what you're going to do is you're going to generate an fstab. So what you're going to do is a gen fstab, okay, dash u slash mnt, you know, that, I don't know what to call it, yeah, that, then slash mnt, because we're not really ch rooted into mnt yet, which is our root partition, slash etsy slash fstab. Okay, it's done. Then what we're going to do is chroot, so arch dash chroot slash mt. Boom, we're in. So now we can just run neofetch. Oh, look at that cute logo. I like it. It's cool logo. I don't know why I said cute. It's just cute and cool. Not cute, it's cool. Yeah. Right now we're still running the normal Arch kernel because we're still running it under the USB stick. So yeah. Alright, anyways, what you're going to do now is you're going to do ln-sf slash user slash share slash zone info slash Canada. We'll do yours. Hold on. Do yours. Yeah, see, this is find yours, okay? Mine's Canada, of course. Slash no, Eastern slash Etsy slash local time. Hold on. Yeah, HW clock dash dash sys TOHC. Run that. Boom. Okay. I'm just gonna clear that because it's kind of messing me up. Alright, so once that's done, we've done all this. We're gonna go down to localization, okay? So with nano, I'm gonna use nano slash etsy slash locale.gen. Boom. Now we are in etsy slash locale.gen. We're just gonna go scroll all the way down until I find my locale. My locale is, hold on, this one, ENUS UTF-8 UTF-8, which is, you know, the one that Arch also has here. So I'm gonna just delete the hashtag in front of it, or pound sign, whatever you want to call it. Then you control plus O, enter, control plus X. Boom. Now we've written it. Then we're gonna do locale dash gen. Now it's done. Now we're gonna do nano slash etsy slash locale.conf. Now we're in locale.conf. We're gonna do lang equals en underscore us dot utf dash 8. Run that. X. Sorry, my little sister walked into the room. Okay, so once you're done that, now we're going to type in a host name, so nano slash etsy slash host name. I'm just going to call it I use Arch, by the way, because I use Arch, by the way. Not really, but yeah. Okay, so once that's done, we're going to edit nano slash etsy slash hosts. Alright, I'm back. So what you're going to do here on this screen, you're going to do, go down a little, 127.0.0.1, which is, you know, I think your Wi-Fi, like, thing. Just do this, tab, you know, localhost, this, I don't know what it's called, 1, localhost. Then, what you can do here is 127.0.1.1, okay? And tab, you're going to type in your host name that you just put in. So mine is I use Arch, by the way. Dot local domain tab I use Arch, by the way. Control O, enter, Control X. Yeah, we're done, okay? Alright, so now that we're done all that, we can, hold on. Check the guide. Flip, yeah. Now we just gotta do all this. So, creating, you can do this, it's optional, but creating a new one is usually not required. But, because it was ran on the pack shop. But if you use whatever this is, LVM system encryption raid, modify the thing, and then recreate it, but it's not really necessary. Now we're just going to set up a root password for our chrooted thing. So what you're going to do here, okay, you're just going to do password. That's it. Then type in a password, boom, that's your root password. Now we're gonna set up a bootloader. So bootloader, it's just gonna pop up, right? Scroll down. We're gonna use grub, so we're gonna click on grub. Boom. Scroll. This is for EFI. We're not EFI. Down, down, down. This is for MBR BIOS people. So what you can do here is type grub dash install target equals two. Okay, wait, hold on. Grub dash install dash dash target equals i386 dash PC slash dev slash SDA, because that's, you know, our hard disk drive. Then just enter. Let that do its thing. It's taking time, but let it be. Alright, it's done. Then what you're gonna do is type in grub dash mk config dash o slash boot slash grub dot cfg. It's generating the grub config file. So it's found all the Linux stuff, okay? This is our lovely thing. Alright, so now we're gonna, cause we're dual booting, right? We're gonna set up some OS prober stuff. So what you're gonna do here is type pacman -s os -prober, enter. It's gonna look for OS prober. That, type Y there. So now that we have OS prober, we're gonna go to, hold on, where do we go? Hold on, give me 1 second, I forget. Alright, it states that in the guide to, you know, make sure that we can boot into Windows once we have Arch installed, like on the grub bootloader. Like I'll show you. We're gonna go here. It says we gotta edit this. So Etsy default grub. So nano slash Etsy slash default slash grub. Now we're in all this. Just scroll all the way down, and should be right here. Grub disable OS prober false. We're gonna just remove the hashtag or pound sign from that. Boom. Also, here's something you should do. Instead of the grub timeout being 5 seconds, I'll make that like 12. You know, my preference. Then just Control O plus O, Control plus O, Enter, Control plus X, done. That's it. Now I just gotta rerun the mk config, so you know it finds the stuff. Found Linux, should find Windows. OS prober will be executed. All right. So I guess what we do now is just boot into it. Not Windows. Boot into Arch. Yeah, and then I can get you through all the desktop environment stuff, getting the GUI on, so it doesn't look like all this TTY stuff. Alright, so once you're done with this, just do. Hey, so as I was editing, I didn't tell you guys this, but I found out. So Windows Boot Manager is somewhere supposed to be here. So if you didn't see it say like found Windows, if it didn't mention Windows at all, yeah, you'll probably have to insert it manually, like get Windows to do boot manually. So what I had to do, because it didn't pop up for me, right? I had to like check all this, like your stuff. So SDA slash dev slash SDA1 was my EF like boot thingy for Windows, like how it boots, like that's the partition. You'll have to like ask ChatGPT how to get it. It's like, you know, read this, okay? Just pause and read that, right? You'll have to like, you know, like literally write it yourself. Like make sure it boots. Hold on. You gotta do something like this, right? This means a slash dev slash STA1. Yeah, so you gotta do something like this. You can also pause and do that. Yeah, I know. This isn't really helpful, but I'm just letting you know, so you can kind of like figure it out. I'm sorry. It's like the first time that's ever happened to me, so yeah. Oh wait. Before I forgot this. Oh my god, this is very important. Systemctl enable network manager. You gotta type it like this, okay? You gotta. Then run it. Alright, now we're chilling. Now we are chilling. If you heard, oh yeah, okay, so now what you're gonna do, Control D, reboot. But I'm not gonna do it from this side because I'm scared it might do something with my SSH, so hold on, I'm gonna meet you back on my phone.
So I'm back. Sorry for that weird ruckus noise if you can hear it. I'm not sure what's going on. I think the washing machine is on. So what here you're gonna do is just gonna type reboot. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna take out the USB drive now. It's booting, as you can see. And I'm sure grub will be the first boot priority. Yeah, so it's only gonna show Arch for now, but that's okay. So just boot Arch. It's gonna boot loading Linux Zen. You know, it's gonna show our lovely /SDA6 stuff. I'm sorry if I look a little weird, if you can see me through the camera. I'm out of shape, like my hair is all weird. Sorry. Yeah. So it's still doing its stuff, /dev, yeah. So boom, now we're in. So just type in root, then the password you made. All right, now we're in. As you can see, fetch. This is running off the hard drive as is. And now I will meet you guys back on my desktop. All right, so I forgot something because I use Ethernet. We gotta connect to Wi-Fi. I forgot because I don't use Ethernet and I don't do this stuff. So what you're gonna do here, on the thing, you're gonna type nmcli dev Wi-Fi, no, dev radio Wi-Fi on. Wait, hold on. Oh, not dev. I'm sorry, guys. And yeah, nmcli radio Wi-Fi on. So it just turns on the Wi-Fi using nmcli. nmcli is like the network manager client, so and we turn that on. So yeah, with a system CTL in the RSL. Then we do here is nmcli. Again, device Wi-Fi list. I'm going to blur this because I don't want people to see this, and I don't want to get my neighbors angry and other people in my neighborhood. And I can see my Wi-Fi, as is everything. Hide that. Alright, so once that is done, you're going to do nmcli dev Wi-Fi connect your SSID password. I hope you guys can see this. Double quotes. Go in between the double quotes. Then your password. Chino blur, obviously. Boom. And you should connect. I've connected. Alright, so anyways. Now that that's done, we can test our Wi-Fi by pinging Arch Linux. And it does work. Yeah, it works. Alright, now I'm going to meet you guys back on my desktop.
Alright, now that we got all the bootloader stuff covered, now this is the fun part, my fun part, getting the GUI working and everything. So let's run a neofetch in TTY. You know, this is our lovely neofetch, and now we can let's get started. So what you're gonna do here is gonna type. Oh wait, no, we're actually gonna make a user account first. I forgot about that. So what you're gonna do is hold on. All right, so what you're gonna do is make sure you have sudo installed. I have sudo, so yeah. So what you're gonna do here is type user add -m -G wheel -s /bin/bash, then your desired username. Onto me, Lefye. Lefye, I don't know how to pronounce it actually. Just say Lefye, I don't know. Yeah, Lefye. Then once you're done here, just enter. Yeah, that's done. Now we're gonna do a password. So password Lefye. Boom. The password is done. Now what you're gonna do is edit the sudoers file. So what you're gonna do is type editor in all caps equals nano vsudo. Now here, scroll all the way down and uncomment this like so. Control O, Control X. Now to test it, you do su-lefye like that, or your desired username, and then just test by doing sudo pacman -siu. And let's see, does it work? It works. Yeah. Alright, now that we have our user account configured, we're gonna, this is optional, you don't have to do this, I'm gonna configure Yay, because it's a very good AUR thingy, and yeah. Alright, so what you're gonna do is go here, and make sure you have Git installed if you're actually gonna do this. So git clone https aur.archlinux.org yay.git. Let that clone. Alright, once that's done, just cd yay. Yay is here. Then what you're gonna do is just do make package -sy, and yeah, it's gonna make the package. It's gonna compile it and everything. I don't know. I'm sure that's what compile means, right? Alright, so it's gonna do its thing. Wait, hold on. I think it needs Go. Yeah, it needs Go. So it's gonna download Go. Yeah, let it. Come on. Go isn't that big of a file. Come on, you got this. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna meet you guys back once it's done. Alright, it's done, so I'm just gonna click yeah, Y, and yeah, it's there. Let me just test it. Yay. Alright, it works. As you can see. Alright. I'm just gonna go back. Alright, so now that we have Yay, you know, that was optional. What you're gonna do now to set up the desktop environment, which I'm sure is what everybody wants, what you're gonna do here is type sudo, because now we're on a user account, pacman-s sddm. I'm gonna use xfce. If you're gonna download GNOME, what you have to do is to gdm GNOME extras and all that stuff. I'm not gonna do that, so I'm gonna do sddm xfce4 goodies, which I think it's called. I don't think I want the goodies. Actually, I do want the goodies. I'm gonna get Firefox because I didn't get that. We'll even get Disc. Nah, I'm not gonna use Discord on this. Yeah, this is all I'm gonna download, and yeah. I was gonna ask you for your thing. I'm just gonna do enter. I don't care. Default all. Yeah. Do all. 1. Cool. Oh wow, that's a lot. Alright, so I'll meet you guys when this is done. Alright, we're done. We have installed xfce4 and a thing, what is it? SGDM. Alright, so I'm just gonna, that's what you're gonna do here now is, I'm sorry, sudo systemctl enable SDDM. It's enabled. Now, yeah, that's all you get. Okay, I'm gonna meet you guys on my phone so you guys can actually see it start and stuff. Hold on. I'm back on my laptop. So I'm gonna do, okay, let me just get into my user account. Alright, boom. So once you're in your user account, just type sudo systemctl start SDDM. This is password. Alright, so it's gonna go like that. Give it a second. Yeah. So once this is done, you see xfce session Wayland. Yeah. So what you're gonna do here is type your password. And if remember, I'm gonna do the other version. I think this is Xorg. So yeah, because the Wayland one didn't really work on me, sadly. I think it's a driver issue. So yeah, I'm gonna test my luck with the other one, the Xorg version, and hopefully that one works. Oh, it does. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna have to set up the Wayland one, but should work for you guys. I don't know. I think it's still loading. Yeah. We have, you know, all files. I don't know why the icons aren't loading for me, but where's my mouse? I can use fetch. Everything works. Let me show you. Even though the icons aren't really loading.
can run that. Firefox. All right. As you can see, we got Google working. .com. This is my YouTube. Does it work? Yeah, it does work. All right. Yeah. You can browse and stuff, so yeah. I'm sure your guys' installs would be like much better than mine. My laptop isn't very great. That's why I normally use VMs. So yeah. Alright. This was my first ever tutorial made. Surely I did like pretty terrible, but if you at least somehow got here and it did work for you, I'm proud for you. At least it works for you. Not at least, it still did work for me, but yeah. Anyways, that's it. Everything works. Alright, see ya.